Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we are discussing an fundamental topic of JavaScript variable. So let's understand it with a question, that is, what is variable? So variable is like a container which stores different types of values. The value can be a number, a string, or even a complex object. So suppose, understand it with an example. Suppose there's a container. So the container is the variable, and this stuff inside of it is the value. So let's understand. So now I'm going to show you how to define a variable in JavaScript. So first, there are three ways to define variable in JavaScript. The first one is var, using var keyword, and the second one is using let keyword, and the third one is using the const keyword. So now I'm defining here using the var keyword. So first var, the keyword, and the name of the variable. So here we are taking name of the variable as first name. So here you can declare the variable. How you can declare variable in JavaScript using the var keyword. So this is the definition part. So now let's see if you want to assign a value to that variable first name. So for that we're taking a string which is Pradeep. Yes, we are taking the string Pradeep. So now the first name variable stores the value Pradeep. So suppose the first name is the container and the Pradeep is the stuff inside of it. So now let's understand it, na? So like suppose this is a container. So the container is the variable and Pradeep is the stuff inside of it, which is a string. So the variable stores a string. So now we understand what is variable. So now let's understand the keywords. So there are three keywords which are used to declare variable in JavaScript. The first one is var keyword, and the second one is let keyword. So let age equals 30. So this is the second keyword which you can use to declare variable in JavaScript. So now let's talk about third. So the third is const. So const by so suppose we're taking so these are three keywords which you can use to declare or define a variable in JavaScript also. Now let's talk about the keywords in themselves. So now first, the var and the variable declared using var and let keywords, its values can be changed or modified later in the program. But the variable declared using the const keyword, its value cannot be changed or modified. So these are the three keywords which can be used to declare variable in JavaScript. So now let's talk about the scope in JavaScript. So basically there are three types of scope. There are two types of scope in JavaScript before ES6. So the two scopes are the local scope and the global scope. Sorry for my spelling mistakes. Local scope. So these are the two scopes in JavaScript. So now let's understand it. So first, suppose we are declaring a global variable, and assigning a value, string value to it, which is global. Now we are creating a method named scope, and here we are creating a local variable, and assigning a value local to it. So here, so suppose the variable declared outside of the function is in global variable. So it's in global variable. It can be accessed anywhere in the program, but the variable declared inside of a function, it can be accessed only inside of the function. So let's understand it with an example. So when we try to console the values, so suppose here we are trying to console the value of a global variable and now the value of the local variable. So we have to call the function for that. So we are calling a function scope here. So when we run the code, so it accesses both global and local, because the global variable, it can be accessed anywhere in the program, and the local variable is also inside the function where the console.log is written. So now when we try to access it outside of the function, the local variable, it cannot be accessed. So let's understand it with an example. So suppose we copy the code and paste it there. Sorry. So we paste it there. So now when we try to, let's comment it. So no, let's don't call the function itself, or comment the value. So when we try to access, so when we try to access the local variable outside of the function, it shows an error. So access the local variable outside of the function, it's on the code. So it shows that local is not defined. So it shows that the local variable is the variable which is declared inside of the function. The scope of the variable is only inside of that function. It cannot be accessed outside of the function. So, and the global variable, it can be accessed anywhere in the program, because it is declared globally. It is not declared any of the inside any of the function or something like that. So these are the two scopes, and after the ES6, two keywords are introduced, late and the const keyword. So the const and late, these two keywords are declared are introduced after ES6. So in these keywords have a block level scope. So suppose they have a scope inside of a parenthesis. Suppose you are writing an if else condition. So the variable is declared inside of a if. So it have that block level space, block level, yeah. So it has that block level scope. It means that it can be assigned only inside of that block, and the variable declared outside of that block have another scope or something like it can be assigned another value and something like that. So these are the so in this video we discussed what is variable and the keywords which are used to the keywords which are used to declare variable in JavaScript, and we also talk about the scope of the variables and local, global, and also global scope. So I think that is today. So I think you have a better understanding of what is variable in JavaScript. So if you have any further queries, you can mention it in the comments below, or if you want me to make a video on a separate topic, or if you want to understand something else in this topic or any topic, you can comment it down below. So thanks for watching, and I see you guys in the next video.